I vowed from that age, no man would ever me, call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden, that was my life. Everything that I said.
All right, but do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Cause I do.
You said what?
Can you believe it? Nicki Minaj is finally ready to spill all the tea about Diddy, and honey, it's scalding. She's out here claiming that Meek Mill, her ex-boo, allegedly tried to pimp her out to Diddy back when they were still an item. But wait, it gets even wilder. She's saying that Jay-Z supposedly gave this whole mess his stamp of approval. Now, Nicki's beef with Jay-Z has been simmering for over a decade, but she just cranked up the heat to 11. She took to Twitter and dropped a bombshell, accusing Jay-Z of allegedly trying to poison her to keep her quiet about some shady business he's got going on with Diddy. Y'all, this is some next level drama.
And the paid for TikToks and the paid for tweets, to the point where people got their little $250 for their tweet to say something bad about Nicki Minaj, and then the next day was like, bitch, yeah, anyway, I'm gone, right? I'm listening to Bigfoot. So I don't know why anybody of that, and I'm not talking about any rapper, I'm talking about a company or companies.
Let's break it down, shall we? Nicki's relationship with the Carters started going south around 2017, right when things with Meek Mill were hitting the skids. She made some serious accusations against Meek, and it looks like that might have been the wedge that drove her and Roc Nation apart. Meek was signed to Roc Nation at the time, and word on the street is that the label tried to shut Nicki up to protect him.
I remember when my mother would let my father be violent with her, and she always brings up the story. As a little girl, I would stand in front of my mother and go like this. And I vowed, like, that's why I'm, like, maybe some people would describe me as abrasive or, whatever, because I vowed from that age, no man would ever call me out my name, treat me like that. And then all of a sudden, that was my life.
Now here's where it gets juicy. Nicki had a whole documentary ready to spill the tea, but it never saw the light of day. Suspicious, right? Especially when you consider Roc Nation's history of allegedly silencing folks. Remember Tory Lanez? He claimed someone from the label told him to keep his mouth shut about the Megan Thee Stallion drama.
I get a call from Roc Nation that says, yo, we heard you're gonna make a statement about what happened, and it'd be in your best interest if you don't make that statement.
Nicki wasn't playing around. She posted a snippet from that documentary where she talked about being in a toxic relationship. She didn't name names, but it didn't take a genius to figure out who she was talking about. And guess what? Meek Mill wasted no time sending her a cease and desist letter. Guilty much? This set Nicki off, and she went in on Meek on Twitter. She called him out for allegedly beating women, including his own sister, and even claimed he kicked her in front of his mother. Yikes!
Now listen, real quick. MTV is petrified because they got a couple calls yesterday, and people were saying, what if Nicki says this and if Nicki says that? And I said, it's okay, MTV, I can control myself.
But Nicki wasn't done. She started hinting that Jay-Z had been up to the same shenanigans as Diddy. She tweeted, "Dear short and stout, dick, Laffy Taffy alien, die breath, SAS. We want to know if you were present during mistreatment of teenagers and children. That's what we want to know. Aaliyah, Foxy, etc. during R. Kelly video shoots and stuff. Did you know about the violence to Kim Porter and Cassie?" Now, here's where things get even spicier. Nicki's claiming that the real reason she and Meek broke up and why she fell out with Jay-Z is that they allegedly tried to pimp her out to Diddy at one of his parties. She says she turned them down, and that's when Meek allegedly got violent with her, and Jay-Z supposedly enabled that behavior.
Meek Mill and P. Diddy did what? Every day there is a main story on the internet, and the goal is to never be it. Unfortunately, for P. Diddy and Meek Mill, they are the main character today.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you.
What is your thoughts on the Meek Mill situation? Because I like Meek Mill. He's one of my favorite rappers.
You want me to tell you the honest God truth what I think?
Yes.
I think Puff that dick off of that boy. I think Puff dick off of that.
But hold up, because this tea is about to get even hotter. Remember that massive 73-page lawsuit that's been making the rounds? Well, it's packed with some seriously juicy details about Diddy, and it's got everyone talking about his alleged affair with Meek Mill. Yeah, you heard that right. The lawsuit comes from producer Rodney Jones, who's accusing Diddy of running a whole criminal enterprise. We're talking RICO charges, y'all. Jones claims he was living at Diddy's crib, producing tracks for his latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid. So you know he's got all the dirty details.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
In
gonna
the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and whored like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at.
Usher opened up about it, saying it was all part of the grind, but lately he's been real careful with his words, especially when he talked about it on Club Shay.
Looking at this lawsuit, right, he alleges that, Diddy told him personally that he had sex with Usher. And when you look at the lawsuit, even though they got Usher's name redacted, you could tell who it is because they described him as the guy that performed at the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, I mean, we all know who that is, but how do you feel about that, man?
Well, I mentioned that earlier, that he said about Stevie J. The Usher part, that's a touchy situation, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a certain feeling, and I felt a certain way when Usher got on Shay Shay, and I don't mean to mention other people's platforms, but he got on Shay Shay and he mentioned,
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Now, let's talk about those pics of Diddy and Meek that set the internet on fire. They're out here rocking matching outfits, looking like a whole couple. One fan wrote, "They are never escaping the allegations now." While another said, "All I'm gonna say is, I know feminine energy when I see it, and Meek's body language towards Diddy is giving off a submissive, this my man type vibe." But here's the real tea. There are some serious allegations flying around about Meek allegedly getting physical with Nicki during their relationship. Earlier this year, Meek's ex-friend Dean spilled some serious tea, claiming he witnessed Meek and Nicki going at it, and not in a good way.
What's this shit? This getting get to arguing with this girl in his mall in his store because she told that I ain't paying your tag. Go get your money out the hotel. He said I just got $2,000 on me. Like I can't borrow $6,000 or whatever many $1,000 it is. They arguing real bad. They get to calling each other all kinds of crazy names. This corny dude starts spitting on. I said, yo, you crazy. I told him right then and there, you lost your mind. Nut. Meek Mill, tap in. If you from Philadelphia, man, y'all already know what's up with me and Meek, man. Man, I could put her out in the woods. We was always out Jersey somewhere in the woods. They could put her out the house, it's dark and shit. I had to go out there and get her. She cried right here. Am I lying, Nicki? Ask Meek's sister. She was there, and her baby father. He was there too. Am I lying, y'all? His mom was there. His mom, yo, I ain't lying. Yeah, we was all family.
And get this, Meek's sister and mom were there too. Backing up the story, while Nicki never straight up accused Meek of anything, she definitely dropped some hints back in 2020, suggesting he ain't exactly Mr. Nice Guy when it comes to women. Now, Nicki's been dropping hints about Diddy's sexuality left and right, but nobody's been catching on. She's been low-key throwing shade at those undercover brothers in the industry, and now it's got everyone wondering if she knew something we didn't.
Fuck dare you? Talk about lowering standards, excuse me? These lowering their standards being with a for check and talking about and acting like this nigga ain't fucking playing the shit out of them behind closed fucking doors. I want you hoes to wake up. Wake up, hoes. No, but it's the truth. It's like, how dare you? You know what? Money cannot buy me happiness and good too. To freedom. Money can't, and a lot of, I ain't gonna say no names, but a lot of these people that y'all want me to be with be fake on the low gay, be abusive mentally and physically and verbally.
Do you think it's a lot of undercover brothers in the industry?
Oh no, Queen. We don't know nothing about undercovers. Oh no. We don't know about that.
Okay. Because I do.
But here's the kicker. There's a new audio clip circulating, and it's allegedly Diddy and Meek during one of their private moments. The internet is going crazy over it. Some can't believe what they're hearing. Others want proof that it's really them. But one thing everyone agrees on is that it's really disturbing. Now we've got Gene Deal, Diddy's former bodyguard, throwing his 2 cents into the mix. And let me tell you, it's wild.
Meek Mills. Well, he said a Philly rapper. You understand? And it was redacted in the paperwork to that because first of all, it had Meek Mills, it had Stevie J, they had redacted their names, and they had Usher, and they redacted their names and just said a performer of the Super Bowl and a Philly rapper. Kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Puff was a little too friendly. Anytime 2 rappers or 2 people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit. And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood shit. Whereas that he's dressing like, he dressing the same he dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy? I think that Lil Rod know a lot of shit, but I know this. 2 men dressing alike, it's just like 2 men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bro. It was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit, and he was searching for some online gay porn and all the other shit like that. That's just crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, you know, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something get you. These guys never set out to do all this. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioning about his manhood with Diddy. But he put himself in that position. Puff and Ja Rule runs out the room. Puff got his towel, Ja grabbing his towel, but they butt the naked.
Meek's not taking these allegations lying down. He's out here swinging, threatening DJ Academics for even mentioning the lawsuit footnotes, but instead of denying anything, he's just making himself look more sus.
He did not, it did not say Meek Mill name. Wait.
Oh, hold up. Never mind. Wait, what the? I forgot. Look, Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in was the rapper 5 that's redacted. Look, 5. He's a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Yo, Meek. We were playing around with that Michael Rubin shit, but if you've been tweeting about you've been tweeting about everything on planet Earth. If you don't get a Twitter rant saying you about to get Lil Rod killed, you about to shoot up his block, blow his mama's house up, this nigga is saying that you and Diddy were fornicating. What the
Meek went on a Twitter rampage trying to prove how much he's into women, but it just made things worse. He even asked for Ghanaian citizenship, saying, "I want to get citizenship in Ghana, America made to tear black men down." But here's the real gag. According to Jaguar Wright, Nicki Minaj might be the brains behind that jaw-dropping leaked video featuring Meek Mill and Diddy. Supposedly, it's payback time for Meek putting her through the ringer 8 years ago. Word on the street is that Nicki's been harboring some serious resentment over how Meek treated her, and she allegedly took it to the next level by orchestrating the leak. And according to new reports, Diddy allegedly helped Meek hurt Nicki all those years ago and then allegedly forced her into some shady situations. So what do y'all think? Is this audio real? Were Diddy and Meek really getting down and dirty? And did Nicki really orchestrate this whole mess as revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments, fam. Remember, in the world of celebrity drama, the truth is often stranger than fiction. Keep it locked right here for all the latest tea, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This is your girl Sophie Scoop signing off. Stay fabulous and stay messy.